So, I already sang my entry, because I promised to sing Think of Me, and I think I forgot a verse, but that's okay. But I wanted to sing one more song since this is about making people happy. And you probably at some point saw me talking about it, but at the beginning of this year I lost my mother. On January 2nd, to be precise. What a fantastic way to start the year after 2020. She is one of the people who really taught me a love of music, and this was one of her favorite songs. Mr. Tanner was a cleaner from a town in the Midwest, and of all the cleaning shops around, he'd made his the best. But he also was a baritone who sang while hanging clothes. He practiced scales while pressing tails and sang at local shows. His friends and neighbors praised the voice that poured out from his throat. They said that he should use his gift instead of cleaning coats. But music was his life. It was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. His friends kept working on him to try music out full time. A big debut with rave reviews, a great career to climb. Finally they got to him, he would take the fling. A concert agent in New York agreed to have him sing. And there were plane tickets, phone calls, money spent to rent the hall. It took most of his savings, but he gladly used them all. Music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. The evening came, he took the stage, his face set in a smile, and in the house there all the critics sat, watching on the aisle. But the concert was a blur to him, smatters of applause. He did not know how well he sang, he only heard the flaws. But the critics were concise, it only took 4 lines, but no one could accuse them of being overkind. Mr. Martin Tanner, baritone of Dayton, Ohio, made his town hall debut last night. He came well prepared, but unfortunately, his performance was not up to contemporary professional standards. His voice lacks the range and total color necessary to make it consistently interesting. Full-time consideration of another endeavor might be in order. He came home to Dayton and was questioned by his friends, and he smiled and just said nothing, and he never sang again, excepting very late at night when the shop was dark and closed. He sang softly to himself as he sorted through the clothes. Music was his life, it was not his livelihood. It made him feel so happy, it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart. and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang. It just made him whole.